Okay guys, I'm going to be talking a little bit about CBD oil and Copaiba oil from doTERRA, and CBD oil is from MEDTERRA, right? I'm going to start with the CBD oil. Just something I was testing out just to see how I feel taking it, because as a martial artist I do a lot of training. I've been doing martial arts for over 30 odd years, right? So every once in a while I get sore muscles and there's some wear and tear on me. I've been kicking, punching, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, flipping for over 30 odd years. So there's going to be some wear and tear, man. So it's good to put something into your body that's natural, right? Like you see here, I take my notes down like I always do. I started the CBD oil on October 26th, the MEDTERRA brand, okay? And so I'm just testing these out to see which one is the best one to use, right? This is 3,000 milligrams, so in my opinion it's pretty strong, right? And you will feel it. I felt it, right? So I'm going to explain if there's any side effects and if it really works on sore muscles and joints. This brand here has no THC in it, right? So you don't get that psychedelic feeling, that high feeling, right? Like if you guys watch my videos, I've made oils before, right? Infused in coconut oil, right? So I use marijuana, infuse it in coconut oil, and then I extract it, but it has THC in it. But the one I make will knock you down. 2 teaspoons for me kicks my ass. I mean, I'm basically falling down. I can't stand up. My legs are numb. It's like you on some kind of what do you call it now? Morphine. But the only difference is that the marijuana is natural, right? Like I said, that's something where you don't want to do on a regular basis, depending on you. But for me, I don't really like the THC feeling. I don't really like that high feeling of it. Like I said, back in the days, I used to smoke, but I just don't smoke anymore, right? Like I said, everybody's different, and they do what they like to do at the end of the day, right? Whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever makes you happy, as long as you're not hurting nobody, right? So some people like to smoke it, some people like to vape it, some people like to eat it, some people like to use it as an oil, right? For me, I like the oil form, right? Without the THC, right? I like the rubs too. Which I have to go try out, which I've tried one before, but there's other ones that are stronger, right? They say it's all in the milligrams, man. This is a strong one, right? Some people, as I said, they like to eat it too. Me, boy, it's really strong. At least the one I make, when I infuse it, it's strong, man. It's strong. So it all depends on where you get your marijuana from too. That's a huge thing. So you have to be very careful where you're buying these oils from, because some of it say organic, and which it should be, like this one. This is an organic brand, right? It says 0 THC. It says all depends. You gotta be careful where you're buying your stuff from. But this is a good brand though. I did my homework on it, right? It's a very good brand, right? For me, I'm gonna say, like I don't smoke anymore, so I'm not like a regular person that's going to be taking marijuana and smoking and all these things, right? But they say the CBD oil, it doesn't give you that psychedelic feeling, right? Like that high. But for me, like I said, I haven't been smoking or doing any marijuana except for that one time a couple months back when I made my oil and I tested it out. I was like destroyed. I was like out. I mean, I couldn't move, right? But for me, I felt effect from this though, which some people do say. My effects I felt was, well, my feeling was more of a relaxed feeling in the beginning, kind of mellow vibe. And then later on in the night, I started to feel kind of numb, close to a high feeling. But my body felt relaxed though, kind of like a tranquilized state. But it's not like when you have THC in your body, because with THC, depending on the person, especially if you eat it, you know, and it hits you later on, like 3-4 hours, then that's when you start feeling it. So, you know, sometimes when you eat it, man, you don't know how much you're taking in, and it can knock you down, man. So I didn't feel like that. You know, I felt the tranquilized feeling, but, you know, I was still mellow and I was balanced, and I felt functional, like I could function, right? So if I wanted to go outside and drive around or whatever I want to do, or go train, I could have. But that's the feelings I get from it. You know, I felt a little bit slight of a kind of a high feeling, but I wasn't really high though. I mean, if that makes any sense to you. As I said, it's pretty strong, man. It's like 3,000 milligrams, you know. Some say it doesn't have THC in it, but you can understand sometimes when they, you know, extract these things, and in the lab, sometimes a little THC does get in it. You know, it's never always 100%, man. You know, sometimes maybe 2% or something get in it, you know. So, but my opinion on this brand, the MEDTERRA, it's a good brand, man. I mean, I felt everything from it. As far as muscle pains, yeah, my muscle felt relaxed, so it did what it should be doing. So I felt the effect of a numb kind of relaxed sensation. You sleep very well too. Let me see. I took a little bit too much in the beginning when I started, and I started to feel a little nauseous in the beginning. But, you know, I kind of stopped for a little bit. I stopped for like a couple of days, 1 or 2 days, because like, man, this thing is making me kind of nauseous, because maybe I took too much of it, right? I was doing it like 2-3 times in a day, so maybe I was doing too much, right? And then it took a 1-2 day off, and I went back and I started doing it again, and then that nauseous feeling went away. So maybe just something your body have to get used to. So, I mean, for me, again, people body sometimes insides mental can be different on certain stuff you put into your body, even though it's natural. Sometimes, you know, a man might smoke a certain kind of marijuana and he might act a different way from the other person, right? Somebody might take this CBD oil here, 3,000 milligrams, to start throwing up, you know, or somebody might use the Copaiba oil here and then start throwing up, which I knew a case from that, you know, when somebody, I think they did lavender mixed in water, they did like a 1 drop and they made them sick. You know, some people system is sometimes different on certain things. That's why you have to be very careful when you put certain things into your body, even though it's natural, right? I mean, that goes for anything medical, prescription drugs or whatever. You just have to test these things out. Like I said, it is natural, but some people's body could react differently to it, right? So the CBD oil here, the MEDTERRA, it works great. It works. It did exactly what it should do. You know, I felt a effect from it. I felt a relaxed feeling. I had a nauseous feeling in the beginning, but I don't have that no more. And I just feel balanced with it, man. So, and it's almost finished. See, so you can't even, if you guys can see, it's almost done now. So there's not much in there left, right? Yeah, so this is a great brand, and I think this is the most they have, the most milligram that they carry, right? So I'm probably gonna test maybe some other brands out there, because that's what I'm basically doing, going around just testing different CBD oils. But I do my homework first, guys. I just don't go and pick any brand out there and do it. You have to make sure that you know where they get the marijuana from and how good their factories and how they break it down and process it, you know, and if it's organic or chemicals, they're using the chemicals, which they shouldn't. This is just straight CBD oil, right? So as far as the Copaiba oil goes, you know, I would do a little bit of CBD oil and then I add the Copaiba after, you know, like a couple drops in my mouth, like 2 drops in my mouth. You know, some people say, you know, like CBD oil and Copaiba is kind of close, you know, have this similar effect. But I've done the Copaiba oil by itself, and I mean, you know, there's a slight kind of relaxed feeling, but you don't really feel it as much as you do with the CBD oil. The CBD oil, you will feel it. You will definitely feel it, and you will go to sleep and you feel good. Your muscles will be relaxed on this brand. Every brand is different though. But the Copaiba oil is, just a little easy thing just to, take, but you don't really feel as much though. It all depends on the strength and how potent it is. I don't think this is very potent, in my opinion. I'm not saying that it's not good. It just depends on the person. I mean, for me, I feel a little something, but it's nothing compared to obviously CBD oil, which is say the Copaiba plant and and the hemp, is that kind of like close in like similarity, right? They're not saying it's the same, but they kind of slightly can do the same thing, Also, there's healing properties too in the CBD oil, in the hemp, and healing properties in the Copaiba, which is probably similar, right? So there you go. That's just what I've learned, or from my experience from trying out these two oils here, right? I might try a different kind of oil though. I'm not sure which brand I'm going to try yet though. I believe there's one out there called what's it, CBD, I think it's CBD Med or CBD MD or something like that. I saw Quan Kicker, he was talking about it on his channel, right? It's like CBD MD, and they also have like some muscle rubs, and I believe some soaps, and then they have the oil. And I actually checked it out, and they have their oil at I think it's like 5,000 milligrams, so that's pretty potent. I might probably go and try that one out. Since I've tried 3,000, I might go and try their brand out. And I believe it's vegan and it's organic and everything like that. So it's CBD MD, I believe. I mean, I could be wrong on that, but if I'm wrong, I just leave the post down in the bottom here in the comments, right? Yeah, guys. So that's it, man. That's my talk on CBD oil, man. I mean, a lot of people talk about this stuff, like, hey, man, it heals muscle pains, back pain and all these things. And yeah, I mean, it actually does, man. I mean, the brand I'm using, it actually really, really works. And I actually felt kind of high in it. I felt very relaxed. And muscles were like, kind of that numb feeling, that relaxed sensation, but functional. Not saying you can't function on THC when you're high. A lot of people can, but I can't. I don't really like that high feeling, man. To be honest with you, that's just not me. Again, everybody is different. I just don't like to feel like I can't move around. I might be a little paranoid. I just can't function. That's not me. That's not my style. I like to be aware and be able to can function if I need to. I'm not saying you can't be aware on THC or whatever. Some people can. Like I said, everybody is different. Some people function it very well. They go to work on it, they train on it and everything, and they perform well. But for me, I don't do well in it. Like I said, man, everybody is different in their own little way. Said, under the skies, under the heaven, there's yet one family, but it so happens we're all different, right? So there you go. Like, well, that's more on I should say, when it comes to like skin color, nationality, basically we're just one, to be honest with you. When it comes about putting things into your body now, you can react, you will react differently. Everybody, or some people, will react differently to certain ingredients that's put into your body, certain oils, certain, say, prescription drugs, alcohol. Some people might have higher alcohol tolerance, higher prescription drugs tolerance. Some people might take it and just pass out, throw up, and get sick, right? But for me, I try to do as natural now, because if you guys remember my story back in the days, I used to compete a lot. I was getting into MMA. I wanted to, be an MMA fighter. So I was training, and sometimes, your elbow hurt, your back hurt, your knees, you need to recover real quick. So what I was doing, I was just taking a lot of painkillers, a lot of Motrin, Advil, a lot of high prescription drugs, and some wasn't even prescribed, like high dosage, like 1,000 milligrams up, you know, because that's how much I needed to recover quickly. So I would just take that stuff just to recover so I could train again, right? So like I said, man, you know, you take these things here, you know, some might give you side effects depending on the person, but it's nothing major. It's nothing to destroy your organs, destroy your stomach lining, destroy your bones, destroy your brain, right? You might feel nauseous with this stuff here, with the Copaiba oil or the CBD oil. You might feel a little nauseous, but it's not going to destroy your organs, though. You know, I was taking some crazy painkillers, man, back in the days. You know, like I said, I'm 6 years strong. No painkillers, no alcohol. Cut it out, cut all that stuff out, man. Made a complete lifestyle change, man. So everything I do now is just all natural. That's why I always look for natural remedies. You know, because I still train, I still work out, exercise, yoga, martial arts, everything. Or lift weights, you know. So I do get, you know, muscle aches. That's just natural, that's just normal, right? So I need something sometimes to rub and some oils to take, so I can get back out there and then train, right? But I'm not going to take any prescription drugs or any crazy painkillers with heavy dosage, which can destroy my liver and my kidneys, right? So also, guys, I would like to add that for me, at least, this works better when I'm on an empty stomach. So I don't have anything in my stomach at the time. I just take it, right? I do like a couple drops under my tongue. And with the Copaiba, I might do 2 drops, right? Like I said, that works for me. I'm on a plant-based lifestyle, vegan lifestyle, so majority of the time I'm just eating plant-based. So, you know, like I said, everyone is gonna, you know, react differently to these oils. You know, some people might feel that calming relief from pain, and some might not. It all depends on the person, and it depends on the brand too. This brand worked for me. So again, it all depends on the person when it comes down to it, and what brand you're going to use, right? It's all about longevity, you know, not short term. You know, you're not just trying to do it for right now, and when you reach 40 or 41, you're done. You can't move. You want to have longevity, you know. It's just like anything you're doing, man. You're doing weightlifting, you're doing bodybuilding, you know, martial arts, you know, any kind of sports that's football, that's active, where you wear and tear on your ligaments and your joints. You know, you gotta make sure that you try to use natural stuff, because you're already taking a beating in those sports, just going out there and physically and mentally taking a beating, and then you're going to turn around and then put chemicals into your body that can destroy your body, you know, long term or short term. And also, you know, they have some sports where, you know, you got a lot of guys use steroids. You know, even on YouTube, a lot of these guys, they use steroids to sell supplements, right? Steroids will destroy you, man. It will destroy your body, man. Mash up your organs, mash up everything, mash up your brain. By the time you reach 35 or 40, you're already done, right? You're already done, man. Like, an example here, you guys know who Ronnie Coleman is. Ronnie Coleman, biggest bodybuilder, was it the classics, the World Arnold Classics or something like that. He was a huge, big dude, man, lifted a lot of weights, man, and but it looks like he's on some kind of enhancements, right? It looks like it, some unnatural thing. He's just huge, just, man, is muscle everywhere, right? But no, he can't walk. He can't walk at all. His whole back is mashed up, you know, because all of the steroids he take, or whatever he's taking, mash up his body. And then he was lifting too much weights, 800 pounds squatting. He was squatting 800 pounds, mash up your back. So he destroyed his body completely. You know, I know he can't walk now. He's walking with a cane, with crutches. So, I mean, remember what you do when you're younger. You know, it will affect you when you get older, or when you start to age. It will affect you later on in life, man. If you don't start making changes from when you're kind of still young. So you start, like, toning down on certain things you used to do, start using more natural stuff, get some yoga going, get some more easy motion, some tai chi, some katas going, easy stuff on your ligaments and your joints. So at least you could keep on training, doing what you love. No, Ronnie Coleman, he can't lift like that no more because his body's destroyed and he's only 54. He probably still benches, but I mean, he can't walk. His whole back is destroyed completely. Lower back is gone. He has 2 hip surgeries, his neck surgery, and his whole body is mashed up. So again, a lot of people say because of the steroid usage, which is true. Steroid does wear down your bones and your ligaments. It makes it weaker. So he has all the championships though, all the medals and everything like that, but he can't walk. So it's boy, it's I guess it's a sacrifice you make. You could sacrifice yourself like that. Just try to be the best or whatever you want to be. And at the end of the day, it's just everything is a game. All those sports and those championship medals and stuff is all a game. At the end of the day, all that stuff is just going to be there. But you will age and your body's going to change on you, and people are going to move on, people are going to pass away, and if that's where you want to go out, I mean, that's fine. You do what you want to do. Like I said, everybody do what they want to do, whatever make them happy, but life goes on, man. It is what it is, right? So yeah, guys, so that's it for me on CBD oil, and I will be making a next video maybe some months down the road on a different brand, maybe the CBD MD. I might do a comparison with the MEDTERRA. All right, and that's it, guys. So keep on kicking, try to keep it clean as possible, do the best you can, and whoos.